She already sent it to me earlier. I screenshot it in case I needed it. Oh, I'm leading? But Mom, I don't wanna. I'm kidding. All right, um, second, I can't remember. Did we normally check their macros each time? Okay, could you, there, Promise T, throw up the macros that you've been given so we can just double check them, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the only one I didn't recall seeing off by art is the body cam one. Do you have the one, like the macro for putting on your body cam? There we go. I love that nice little extra touch. All right, now everything seems to look good unless you saw something wrong there, Jacinda. It looked good to me. All right. Really, at this rank, there's not really too much to go over. Really, the new thing that you'll really need to go over is bus spawning. At their next rank, you'll, like, when you go to like that spot to spawn like CPR vehicles, whatnot, you'll notice there's an option for like a bus now. You were to not be spawning that unless you have the express permission from a rank 8 or a 9, which is the DCP or the chief. So unless you have permission from them, do not be spawning that bus. Otherwise, it could result in a demotion, a reprimand. You get in trouble. And I'm sure you don't want to get in trouble for a silly reason like that.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Also, if for any reason that you do have the bus or a bus needs to be despawned and you're the one driving it, to despawn it, it's different from a typical despawn. You can't despawn it by via the elevator because the vehicle's too big. You have to go up to a gang sign and drive the bus up to it, and then the timer will pop up to despawn it. Um, Also, I'm gonna re-go over the whole rules with the AFK and whatnot. I'm sure that's been gone over with you again, but we'll just have a gentle reminder that to not go AFK. If you ever see the radio check macro, you need to respond with the 10-4. That is mandatory within 8 minutes, or you will be considered AFK. Also, if you are suspected of being AFK and you're not responding to chat or voice or whatever, you will be recorded And if they can see you physically, they will record you. And if you do nothing, not respond within 8 minutes, it is also considered an AFK. And that is a reprimand as punishment and a 3 day in game ban. So, again, if you're feeling tired or for you need to get off, even if you need to get off for like 5 minutes or something, just clock out of the game. Even if you think it's only like, oh, I'm only gonna be gone for a couple minutes, 5 minutes or whatever. No, just clock back out. Next thing you know, that 5 minutes to turn into 15 minutes or whatever, and you got nailed for AFK. You don't want to be getting in trouble for something silly as that. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Being AFK, getting in trouble for it is a silly reason. Just clock out. Just clock out if for whatever reason. If you just you're feeling tired or need to go do something, don't feel that you have to be in the game. You can clock back out. It's easy to clock back in.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Also, we're gonna remind you about the trolls location, or look, not location. Sorry, protocol. If you ever have a troll in the lobby, the best thing to do is do not feed them. Do not like aggravate the situation. Basically, let the troll starve. Just if they're coming at you with negativity, you don't match that energy. You just ignore it. Try to give them a med kit or pills so they can be on their way and out that door. But if they are being way too much for you to handle, you can always go do some med runs, like the med deliveries. You can come on up to floor 2, just have a minute for like a breather. You can go on the break with the 10-6, request a break with the 10-6 macro. Go on break, go for a drive just to decompress, chill, because it's not worth you like getting in trouble for like snapping at a troll or whatever. Um, Also, you can also if let's say they're holding their mic, playing like music or whatever, they're just consistently holding their mic, or if they're basically being RP-14, like which is sexual harassment, or if they're disrupting the faction duties, like they're blocking the med clause or whatever, you can call an admin with a slash help. But also, if you're gonna be, I will give you a heads up if you plan on doing and that using admin, try to have your body cam on and recording the situation ahead of time, so you can also submit that video body cam evidence to the admin as well, in case let's say the admin pops up and the person stops doing what they're doing and the admin doesn't catch them. You'll have that video, that body cam evidence to support it, and you can submit a ticket on that person and you'll have the evidence to go against them and they can be punished accordingly. But generally, if someone is just refusing to leave or just being disruptive, the higher rank, usually it's I believe it's a 5 or up now, they can call PD to have PD come and take the person out of the lobby. But yeah, just don't match their energy. Don't feed the trolls. Let them starve.
Yes, sir.
Another friendly reminder. I'm sure you already know, but we have our faction meetings on Tuesdays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we do have one tonight here in I think a couple hours. So try to be on for that if you can. Now, if some IRL stuff comes up, of course, IRL comes first and foremost, but do try to attend the meetings if you can, because we tend to go over like important things, the faction or changes or whatever. But if for some reason you cannot make the faction meeting, there will be a meeting recap put on the faction chat, like the following day usually. They'll do like a meeting recap, and you can read like everything that was discussed.
Okay, sounds good.
And I will go to, I'm just going to ask you a couple of the MD rules just to see if you do recall them. Can you tell me what MD2 is?
It talks about firearm usage. we're prohibited from using any type of firearms.
Correct. Yes, we're not allowed to use firearms in this faction. You are allowed to own them, however, and whatnot. You just can't be using them or holding them out, flashing them and whatnot. Like the only weapon that we actually have and can really use is a taser, which you would have already been issued, and a and the rules for a taser obviously are you have to throw on your body cam first, and then you throw up the macros for deploying your taser slash using it, and then you can pull out the taser and then shoot the person or to get to, and you only shoot them the once to get away from the situation. It's only used as a means of escape from a hostile or deadly situation. And the only other situation we can use the taser is, let's say, where you're out in a CPR run or whatever, right? You can, and sorry, and a person or a gang member gets inside your emergency vehicle, and you've asked them kindly to please, hey, you need to get out of the vehicle, EMS only. They refuse to get out. You can thus then again body cam, macro, pull out the taser, shoot the vehicle. It will evacuate them from the vehicle, and then you can get in the vehicle and drive away.
Yes, sir. Got it.
All right, can you tell me MD7?
Um, Basically, we can't be a part of any gangs if it like associate with any games and commit any crimes throughout one state.
Correct. However, the only exception with gangs is, let's say you're buying or selling a car to or from a gang member, you would meet them at hands or the vehicle market where you buy or sell vehicles from players. You cannot together with them. You have to arrive there in separate vehicles, and then when you get there, you can get in said vehicle that is being bought or sold. You do the transaction, and then you have to go in your separate ways again.
Copy that.
Also, another I do want to touch base because I've noticed it's been an issue lately with some people, but not you or anything. I just want to touch base. MD8 and MD9. Do you know those? Can you recite those?
Okay, yes. MD8 is talking about disrespecting colleagues and civilians. And then MD9 is talking about I forgot already. Hold on.
Okay, now I'll just gently go ahead, Jacinta. It's okay. Just Yeah, so like she was just saying,
Yes.
yeah, just if you can
Um,
remember any of them off by heart, that would be awesome. Like these ones that I've been asking you, those are major ones that you're gonna want to remember because those are ones that you're gonna have to teach other people when you are in the position of like say I am, or like your burgundy scrub or brown scrub when you start training people.
yes, I know most of the rules. I just gotta, refresh my memory. But I know, like you said, is no firearm usage. I remember we can't go out the front door. We gotta go out the back door, stuff like that. We can't use our personal no, the company vehicle for personal usage. We went over the firearm. Um, I just read the colleagues respecting college citizens. We can't what's it called? We can't refuse medical attention to anyone. No matter if they're being disrespectful or not, we still gotta hand out our med kits and pills. Um oh yeah, we can't go on any runs by ourselves. We have to have a higher up with us. Either a brown scrub or a white coat. Um let's see. What else? What else? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's. Okay, now can you tell me what MD9 is? Kind of goes hand in hand with MD8.
Basically not cooperating with orders, doing what you're told to do.
Yes, basically, if someone has a higher rank than you is asking you to say like get back behind the desk or go back inside or whatever, you generally got you gotta you gotta follow orders or whatever. Generally, someone that's a higher rank than they're not going to be giving you orders that are going to basically get you in trouble or whatever. We're not out here to get to screw each other over or whatever, right? So it's just chance there someone's telling like, hey, you need to go back inside or hey, get back behind the desk. It's for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Got it.
You did say that you know the CPR stuff, so I don't really got to go over that. You pretty much explained that. Well, she had it for the most part, but yeah, I guess, yeah, you gotta use the macro for CPR partner requested if you want to go into CPR, and then it's someone that's available. They would respond to you and say like, yeah, hey, I'm available. Let's go. It's generally I thought it was a white coat or higher that had to go for it. Like I keep hearing it's changing every time I turn around. I love how I got demoted to a rank 6 and then that happens. I love it. Yeah, well, yeah, we just won't get into that. Let's just know I'm salty and might quit. But yeah, generally it's yeah, like she said, what our CPRs are on hold for right now until our our rank fives and sixes are all given their refresher courses and trained up properly so that we know that CPRs are being taught properly and performed properly to all people that are going. But let's say we were let's say that wasn't on hold right now. Let's say it wasn't. You would, like I said, use the CPR partner requested. Someone would respond with it. It would be a white coat or high, like typically a white coat or higher. And you got to have, I believe, a full car. So it got to be you and three other people, and at least one white coat. I'm pretty sure is how it goes now, or would have gone if it wasn't on hold. Am I correct there, Jacinda? Okay, I thought so. I just sometimes I turn around and rules are changed. It's kind of hard to keep track sometimes. Okay, yeah. So you, like I was saying, you throw up that macro. Some you'd go with the two white coats at least. You'd have a full car. You would, of course, you they would go. You be get you have as I could see, you had all your macros. So you would, and you'd be shown how to, when and properly how to use them. Let's say for example, you were patrolling in a certain area, you throw out the macro for, say, patrolling in downtown or Compton, or say you arrive at the scene, you'd put the macro up for arrived on scene. If there's an active shootout going on when you get there, you throw out the macro for EMS will not assist during an active shootout. And if things do not clear up, the shooting doesn't stop, you just get out of there. You don't assist during hostile situations. And another example is, let's say you get there may not be shooting going on, but there's a person and they're standing over the corpse you're trying to revive. They got their gun out and they're just standing over the corpse and saying like, "Hey, don't revive this person." Blah blah blah. Just you just get out of there. Treat it as a hostile situation. You just get out of there. You use the macro for call dropped, and you go on your next call when one pops up.
Yes, sir. Got it.
And if you do perform a CPR, you would use the assessing vital signs, patient's vital signs, and then the performing CPR macro. Typically, after you perform CPR, the person's health isn't full, so generally, right after you revive them, you usually try to offer them a med kit or pills. Now, if they take it or not, that's their decision. But if they do take it, you would then also use the macro for having given them a med kit. And then once everything's all said and done, they perform and you go on your merry way. You use the code green emergency resolve. Some people word it differently, but the emergency basically saying it's all clear, and then you go on to doing your next call.
Got it. Yes, sir.
Again, that'll be going on. That'll probably be gone over with you again when CPRs are no longer put on hold, but they are temporarily for now.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Did you want to add anything there, Jacinda? I think she's pretty much well got it covered for what we teach her at this rank.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. No, not at the moment. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you in the next scrub color, and keep up the great work. We'll get this paperwork done up, and then as soon as it's looked over by a DCP or chief, you'll get ranked up.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right. If you don't have any other questions, you can head on back down to floor one, and or go do med deliveries or whatever you ever want to do. Whether you want to go do med deliveries or sell stuff on floor one.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. See you downstairs.
You have a wonderful day as well. All right. I'll get working on that paperwork unless you were wanting to fill it out. All right. Yeah. I'll get working on that. I'll work away. I gotta eat too. Supper's sitting here getting cold. Wait, what do you need me for? I literally am about to go eat.
I need to talk to you.
Oh, lovely.
Come over here. Like I'm like, Bonnie, stay, gone, record, doing this, doing that. Like that's what you have to look up to. It wasn't about the uniform for me. It was about being able to get to a point where I can insert ideas and and help something in the fiction. I don't know. Jacinda. Hey, him.
Hi. What's going on? Sorry, I was literally about to get off to go eat.
Oh no, we've been trying to catch you to well, you was on vacation, but trying to do your mock test for your license renewal.